Hi, it's Dave Armon. I'm at Sustainable Brands and the Activation Hub. We're at the P&G booth, and P&G's just set their 2030 sustainability goals, and there's some interesting product sort of demos inside the booth. Let me show you one of them. This is the Head and Shoulders that I use every day in the gym, actually, and let's find the sustainability story behind this. We put it on this cool little blinking light here, and something is happening.
Just a year ago, the plastic used to make this bottle was debris on a beach. Head and Shoulders, the world's #1 shampoo, is the first to offer a bottle made from 25% recycled beach plastic. Thousands of...
I have Virginie Helias here, and Virginie is the VP of Global Sustainability for Procter & Gamble. Is that right?
Yes,
good.
Absolutely.
It's early in the morning, so I'm still getting my titles correct. But I saw you on stage yesterday here, and I know you've been working very hard on the 2030 goals, and you have made some pretty significant announcements and basically projections about P&G moving forward. And I'd love to hear kind of what you're doing at Sustainable Brands.
Yeah, so when we come here, it's basically to be inspired and to inspire others with our stories. So we are very excited now because, as you said, we just launched Ambition 2030. And those goals are very ambitious because they are about leveraging our brands to enable and inspire responsible consumption. So we are bringing many examples on how we have already done that, like leaving no trace with Head and Shoulders, which get rid of the dandruff in the hair, but also of the plastic on the beaches, or always like a girl, for our girls' confidence. So we have examples of how we can integrate sustainability, so beyond the functional benefit of the brand, to enable and inspire positive impact.
I was inspired with Mark Pritchard and the What If campaign that we can see in back of us. There's a hashtag PG What If. Can you walk us through a little bit around the thinking around that campaign?
Well, the thinking is that in order to enable responsible consumption in a way that delights people and at the same time has a positive impact on the environment, you need innovation. And so what if is a remarkable question to lead to innovation. So we are really here talking about partnering with the 5 billion people we serve every day through our brands and leveraging the close to 200 years of innovation at P&G to enable and inspire responsible consumption. And what triggers that mindset is what if.
And you have a partnership around cleaning the ocean, and I noticed yesterday there was a workshop taking place in the Activation Hub right by the P&G booth, where a lot of people were really sort of tackling that problem in real time, and you were getting kind of group thinking on that. Tell me a little bit about kind of who you've partnered up with, and what are some of the tangible efforts that P&G is making with this obviously global big issue about the oceans and plastics.
Yes. So one of our 9 goals on Ambition 2030 is that no P&G packaging will find its way to the ocean. It is a grand goal and aspiration, and we are already doing many things so that happens. So it's again both about innovation and partnership, as you said. So what we
Goal 17, right? Partnership.
Goal 17 of SDGs, absolutely. So what we are doing 5 key things. The first one is that we are making all our products recyclable or reusable by 2030.
Right.
That's what we control. And so that's what we want to do. But we also need to educate people on how to recycle so that it's being effectively recycled.
Right.
The third thing that we do is that we invest in recycling technology. Like one of our scientists has developed a breakthrough technology which turns recycled polypropylene, that's the plastic we use on our caps,
right,
into virgin-like polypropylene that can be reused,
Right.
And the fourth thing we do as well is to work on infrastructure, because many countries don't have the waste management infrastructure. That's why it ends up in the ocean.
Right.
So we are partnering with Ocean Conservancy. They are here next to our booth, They have an initiative which is called Trash Free Seas Alliance. We are one of the partners. And we are committing to reduce by half the plastic leakage into the ocean. And also the fifth thing that we need to do is to reuse the recycled plastic into our own bottle. And you may have seen the Head and Shoulders beach plastic bottle. This is reused, recycled plastic. And we are doing that on many of our categories, like fabric care, home care, and hair care.
Good. Virginie, you also mentioned earlier about the Like a Girl campaign that was for Always back a few years ago. And I know P&G, our little background on 3BL Media, our organization, we put on a conference, the 3BL Forum, and last year we used the theme Brands Taking Stands. And we talked a lot about diversity, and I played The Talk, which was the very touching video about race relations in this country. And it brought a tear to the eyes of many people in the audience, and it was no coincidence. The conference itself was held near Baltimore, where there was, police violence after the arrest of a black man. And obviously we know about Ferguson, Missouri. So, you're a brand taking a stand on these issues, and I heard Dave Taylor, your CEO, speak, and he signed the letter, the CEO Action for Diversity and Inclusion Coalition. So, it's unusual, actually, frankly, for a Fortune 100 company to be this active in social issues. Are you getting that pressure from your employees or from consumers or from? I'm just interested in what stakeholders are kind of giving you those cues that we expect P&G to take a stand.
Where we developed our Ambition 2030, we wanted them to be inspiring, first for our employees, and then for the industry. And so we have this goal where we say 100% of our leadership brands will have a positive impact on the planet and society, and it is an expectation that we are setting for ourselves, because we know that, the future leaders, the millennials who are consumer our product and also come to work for our company,
right.
Want that, so there are growing expectation, internally and externally, and we have set this ambitious goal that 100% of our leadership brands will be a net positive contributor to society. And this is why the Monday in this conference, P&G and BBMG with Sustainable Brands have launched a new industry collaboratory, which is called Brands for Good, which objective is to inspire marketers, enable them to make their brands a brand for good and to make sustainability desirable.
I understand when you're in recruiting mode and you're at a college campus and somebody has a chance to take a job with company X that doesn't have a purpose, and P&G, where you're out there publicly saying this is what we stand for, you're going to win some really good candidates as new employees. So
our company purpose has not changed. I mean, it is touching lives, improving life for now and generation to come. But now the work is to bring that at the level of the brand, to operationalize that purpose in every single brand of the company. We have 65.
Well, congratulations on the work that you're doing socially, environmentally, and with governance, and keep it coming. And I appreciate you speaking with us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
From Sustainable Brands, this is Dave Armon for 3BL Media.